Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about Top Dasher. I know I'm the guy that said that I am not really planning on remaking videos, but I do want to remake this one because they did update Top Dasher, and I don't think anybody noticed outside of a handful of people. So with that said, I want to talk about what updates have been made to Top Dasher, how it actually is for Dashers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. What is the Top Dasher program? The Top Dasher program is our way of recognizing and rewarding the best Dashers. Qualifying Dashers will receive special benefits to recognize their drive to go above and beyond for Doordash customers. Okay, let me reword that so that way it's easier for you to understand how Doordash actually operates. Top Dasher program is their way of manipulating and trying to make you do bad orders so that way they make money and you eat the expenses. How does the program work? If you meet the criteria on the last day of the previous month, you will be considered a Top Dasher for this month. For example, to become a Top Dasher in February, meet the criteria by January 31st at 11:59 p.m. local time. You can access the Dasher rewards page in the account section of your Dasher app, where you can view the rewards you will receive for the month. You will have access to the rewards until the last day of the month. So Top Dasher updates monthly. They say it's until 11:59 p.m. on the last day of the month, but honestly speaking, there have been a lot of times where I have actually met the criteria. Yes, I used to be one of those people that fought for Top Dasher, but then they will have a system glitch, and then you will end up having to not be Top Dasher because they're scumbags and don't know how to take accountability for their actions. How do I qualify for this program? In order to qualify for the program next month, you will need to meet the below criteria for your last 100 deliveries by the first day of the month. Customer rating of at least 4.7, acceptance rating of at least 70%, completion rate of at least 95%, 100 completed deliveries during the last month, and at least 200 lifetime deliveries completed. 4.7 customer rating isn't that hard. Honestly speaking, if you're having a struggle reaching that, honestly, you really need to reevaluate how you're treating customers. Completion rating, I say this so many times, never accept orders you would probably unassign if something goes wrong. 100 completed deliveries during the last month, that's a week's worth of work. Come on, people. And 200 lifetime deliveries completed. Now, the acceptance rating is where most people have a problem because 80% of the money's in 20% of the orders, and 20% of the orders means you're probably going to have about a 20% acceptance rating in most cases. Some markets you have less than that, some markets you have a little bit more than that, but I rarely see otherwise. Please don't lose money doing Doordash. Dashers will only be added into the program on the second day of each month. If you meet the criteria mid-month, maintain those stats until the last day so you could be eligible for the rewards on the following month. Okay, so to be clear, they want you to take bad orders, so they're wording it like that. But a trick that a lot of Top Dashers were doing is by the last couple of days of the month, they would just take every single order until their acceptance rate was above 70%, and then they do just hard stop until they qualified for Top Dasher. You must meet these criteria at 11:59 local time on the last day of the previous month. For example, qualify for this program during the month of August, you will need to meet the criteria as of 11:59 p.m. on July 31st. New Dashers in select markets are added to the program automatically as part of a test, and they will retain Top Dasher status for 2 weeks thereafter. These criteria are subject to change. Yeah, in some markets, they actually like to test Top Dashers in some places, so that way they can do some observation, because quite honestly, not a lot of people are actually willing to do Top Dasher. If you lose qualification during the middle of the month, you will still be able to access your rewards through the first day of the following month. You don't need to maintain the status after you qualify at the first of the month. It doesn't make sense to. Please don't lose money doing this. How do I re-qualify for this program every month? You will need to meet the enrollment criteria on the first day of the following month to qualify for the rewards the next month. At the end of the month, you would have to just accept every order if you actually want to go for it. What rewards do I get from being part of the program? Dash anytime. Regardless of whether it's busy, as a top dasher, you are always welcome to schedule a dash and dash now. We highly encourage you to continue scheduling time slots in order to avoid having too many dashers on the road. That's true, and scheduling yourself ahead of time actually gives you priority on orders as opposed to somebody who hits dash now. That's actually something they said. The Dasher app will also allow you to dash in nearby zones at all times. Please note that just because you are able to dash and schedule at your convenience does not mean that it will always be busy. We still recommend dashing in the areas that are red on the map. We just want to give you the power to get on the road with whatever zone you choose, even if it's a gray one. They want you to complete bad orders. Of course, they're going to want to send you to places that are crimson red and that are full of orders with no tips, because you're already accepting bad orders. Why wouldn't you want to continue accepting bad orders, right? Disclaimer: DoorDash may modify the qualification terms, rewards offered, and available markets at any time. And here's the thing, they absolutely did, and I don't think anybody noticed it. Let's go over my side notes for this. Loss of value. So in my first Top Dasher video, they actually said that there would be more priority for orders that have over $30 subtotals and that you have priority during slower times. They took both of them away. So Top Dasher is actually worse now than it was initially. So anybody who is telling you, oh, you get more orders if you're a Top Dasher, they're wrong. They're 100% wrong. Expenses versus profit. It doesn't make sense to take these lowball offers because you're gonna incur a lot more expenses. Expenses being the miles on your car and the gas you're putting into. And the more miles you drive, the closer you are to needing a new car in the future. Do yourself a favor, take in some of those profits, don't take bad offers, ignore this program. Top Dasher 2.0, also known as the High Pay Order Program. As we all know, DoorDash has started pushing out the High Pay Order Program. If the order's value is more than $2 a mile, regardless of the actual value of the order, they're going to call it a high pay order. Even though really if it's a $5 order going 2 miles, then that's considered a high pay order. They're trying to manipulate you into taking orders under those parameters now. They're realizing Top Dasher's not worth it, and they're starting to push this out. And if you don't know what the High Pay Order Program is, I actually made a video talking all about that. I'll leave it in the description. Feel free to check it out. Not worth it. I used to be the guy to say, in smaller markets, if you absolutely need it, if it gives you that edge, you can stick with it. But now it doesn't even give you that edge anymore. There is absolutely no value in Top Dasher. It is more valuable now than ever to just schedule yourself ahead of time and just stick with the schedule. And not to mention, you get more priority scheduling yourself than if you hit Dash Now. Diversifying still makes more money. Look, if you're looking to make more money on DoorDash, I understand. So using Top Dashers, it seemed like a good idea at the time. But now it's not even worth it. Your best bet still is diversify your income. You open up more gig apps. Start a side hustle that is not so dependent on driving. Gig work is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal. It's never the goal. I mean, look what just happened here. Something that we thought was supposed to be a program for dashers actually just got worse. Honestly, I think this is DoorDash's way of just moving on to newer ways to manipulate drivers. And they're not trying to do what's right by us. They're trying to do what's right by them and their pockets. So do what's right by you and your pocket and diversify your income so you're not so dependent on scumbag like the DoorDash executive team. But let me ask you, did I miss anything? Is there something else about Top Dasher that we're not considering here? Let me know in the comments. Let's get a full spectrum of everything anybody needs to know, the Top Dasher program, and everything that goes into it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.